awe with the collective expertise gathered over here. We are deeply honored to welcome you all. Hence, I request our moderators for the day, Mr. Shailendra Paul, ends with. And to ignite a day with a beautiful star, I request our dignitaries. Please. All done? Moving ahead with the flower felicitation program, I would request Dr. Manju Gupta ma'am to honor and felicitate Mr. Rajendra Paul, Assistant Labour Commissioner, Government of Maharashtra.
Sagar.
We graciously welcome you for the day, sir. I would request Dr. Atul Rawal, sir, to honor and felicitate Mr. Ajay Thaukar, Human Resource Manager, Eicher Tractors. Projects. Sir is having wide experience of 29 years and felicitate Mr. Abhay Korde, Assistant General Manager, Reserve Bank of India. Major with money, and that is ethics and integrity. And therefore, the topic for the day is ethics in HR. Moving ahead, as a founder and member
present on the dais, trustees SSCMR, moderators of the day, speakers, participants of the panel discussion, faculty colleagues and students. We are delighted to offer the most hospitable welcome to you all present here. As Sneha said, that to give real service, you must add something which cannot be bought or measured with money, and that is ethics and integrity. And therefore, we have chosen the topic for the day is ethics in HR. Before engaging into the big discussion, I would like to give you a short introduction about the college. Shrem Siddhi College of Management and Research was established in year 2006 by great visionary and personalities Shri Parag Khandekar and Shri Suresh Jain ji. Unfortunately, both are not well today, so they are not joining us. It is one of the leading and result-oriented management institute affiliated to University of Mumbai. Our institute has ranked 11th best business school in Mumbai. We are teaching to the student as a pedagogical part. But yes, we are discussing very important for the student to know what is next available. As the person from Flipkart is already available here, so I was discussing with him. There is a big gap between the industry and the academia. What we are teaching to the student, that is not the requirement of the industry. So as an academic fraternity, we have to come forward and to join hand with the industry so that we can bridge this gap between the industry and the academia. And that is only possible with the help of the discussion. So that is the forum we have planned today, that we should discuss something so that we can make certain changes into the HR fraternity. So see, what I feel as a faculty or as a professor or as a director, students are very less interested in taking HR as a specialization. So what is lagging them? Why they are not taking HR as a specialization? They are focused towards only the marketing or the finance. So I feel we should discuss that. What are the things that motivate them to take HR as a specialization? So we believe into the value-added services. We are offering the specialized courses in human resource management, marketing, IT, operation and finance. The institute believes in academic excellence, social responsibility, professional and personal growth of the students and faculties. The aim of education is knowledge, not of fact but of values. This is the most respectable and valuable field, I can say. It is on the occasion like this we get opportunity to test our knowledge and understanding. We look forward to getting exposure about what is the best of the brain and think about this very dynamic issues of ethics in HR. So in today's discussion we are having 4 tracks. This is how this topic has been chosen. How this 4 topic we have chosen to discuss on this bigger platform. So I have seen so many research which is going on into the HR fraternity and they are discussing about the gender, race and disability. Research maybe to the university or to the Ministry of HRD. I mean, if as a fraternity we are joining hands and we are discussing on this, burning issues, I mean some conclusion we can submit to the university. Now the second technical session is challenges with respect to race, gender and disability. And the third technical session is privacy issues in the organization. And the last one is compensation and governance of the organization. There are 4 moderators. Every moderator will initiate the discussion today and they will conclude the discussion, which is the submission coming out of all the panel or the 4 technical sessions. So this is all about the summit today. So I conclude my welcome session here. Thank you very much.
Before starting the discussion, I would like to mention the moderator's name and their topic name so that they can have some time. And Commissioner, Government of Maharashtra. This is technical session 1. The topic's name is legal compliance the same as ethical behavior? Technical session 2, it will be led by the disability. Technical session 3, it will be led by the moderator named Mr. Thomas Organizations. Technical session 4, it will be led by the moderator named Mr. Abhay Korde, Assistant General Manager, Reserve Bank of India, and the topic's name is compensation and governance in organizations. We look forward.
See, the term legal in every act or enactment, you have something to comply to the government. Likewise, there are many labor laws where you have to comply more and more, and which is it seems very difficult. That is why in the year 2006, the government of Maharashtra introduced the self-certification scheme. So if you would have enrolled in that, you need not have worried for 5 years. We wanted to reduce the Inspector Raj and the small things which you were supposed to comply every now and then would have been stopped. But since 2006 till today, no one has enrolled themselves. So now again, in the Make in Maharashtra or Make in India scheme, the government has again introduced in the 2015 the self-enroll new system for enforcement of the labor law. And again, this is a step to minimize the enforcement visits of the inspector to the factories and establishment. And you need to submit many annual returns and now and then, like in the April month, as soon as you finish the accounting year ending, you will need to submit few returns. Again, after paying bonus, you have to submit the annual return. Then in the month of January, you need to submit the maternity benefit return, and likewise many other returns are there. So now in India, we are having only one return, which by which you first are supposed to enroll with this scheme, and you give us assurance that you will abide all the laws, and we will believe in you, and for 5 years you will not be troubled by any officer for not filing compliances, legal compliances, and we will believe you that you are complying with the labor laws. So this is a new scheme. I wish that every industry should take the advantage of this scheme. Thank you.
Want to say something sir, on this track?
Let them ask the question.
Yeah, actually.
What exactly ethical stands for? Yeah, ethical stands for a set of behaviors which we get into during our upbringing. What the society says is this is right, this is wrong. Say for example, if somebody tells a lie, he says that there is an integrity issue in the person. As an HR point of view, I will sack that person immediately. But if the same person from the same company goes into the market, even if the product is flop product, if he says it's the wrong thing in the market and sell the products, they will give him the best incentive in the company. So what does exactly ethical stands for? So ethics stands for behavior which has not been inculcated during upbringing times in a person. Ethical stands for what the set behaviors in a company stands for a different department. If an HR guy lies for saying that we have blah blah and sell the company, it is true. I mean, it will not be taken as an ethical issue. He is branding the company per se. Even if somebody goes to campus and says that our company is like this and that, maybe the reality is exactly 180-degree opposite. But that's not an ethical issue in the company if you see. But the same guy working in a company and say something happens in the money related part or anything else, then it will be seen as an integrity issue. So I would say that legal compliance should not be seen as ethical behavior because legal compliance is a part which is already booked somewhere, which the company has to follow. Legal compliance is a sort of processes which is predefined by the law, the Ministry of India, which every company has to follow according to their line of business. But ethical stands for same, inner self, when a person feels right. But at the same time, we have to see that if my inner self says that saying lies is an integrity issue or ethical issue, then I should not join a company or a profile wherein I have to say my product, every time I have to say my product is good and I have to sell it because I have to earn the incentive.
Else, could yes, Professor Swati.
Sir, I would like to add to your point as well as I would like to combine his point. Of course, as a faculty member, I will talk from the academic point of view. If we understand Max Weber's bureaucracy, right? He has said that if you have a system, if you have a structure, and everybody follows that, then there is no point for any kind of unethical behavior. There is no nepotism, there is no preferences given to anyone. If we have the proper structure and system, and that's what Weber says. But we take that word bureaucracy in a very negative manner. So what I feel that if we have legal compliance exactly point to point and exactly as per the system and structure, then there is no scope for any unethical activities or practices in the organization. That's what I feel.
Would like to input something?
Sir.
And ethical behavior, both are different. So there's a very small gap between both the things. Legal compliance, the ethical behavior is just above. There's a gap between ethical behavior and compliance. It's just above. Now, legal compliance is for the for the society, for the country, whereas ethical behavior can be for individual or for an organization. Okay, so there's a gap, and it says in ethical behavior, it differs from